question. Normally I wouldn't be, but here we are on a picnic table. I'm wearing a tie today because it's product launch day. This nondescript building behind me is the home of modular robotics, and there are 40 people inside working to build the future filled with thousands and thousands of tiny robots. Come, see modular robotics.
When Modular Robotics launched Cubelets, we wanted to build a construction kit for children and grown-ups to build and play with robots by snapping together blocks. We were so successful at that, we were so satisfied, and it was so much fun to watch children playing with robots they made on their kitchen table, in schools and museums, that we decided we wanted to take that fun to the next level.
2.5 years ago, we began work on the design for a new robot construction kit. We're launching on Kickstarter because we wanted to give our fans and community the opportunity to get started building before we launch in stores. We make all of our robots at our little factory in Boulder, Colorado, which is awesome, but we don't pump out toys at the same speed as companies who outsource to big Chinese contract manufacturers. If you back our Kickstarter campaign, you'll get to start building before anyone else. This is fun. After years of design and keeping this a secret, we'd like you to meet Moss.
Moss is a construction kit for you to imagine, design, build, and play with robots.
We designed Moss using everything we learned from Cubelets. We took all the robotic complexity inside, the microcontrollers, motors, H-bridges, signal filters, the whole deal, and boiled it down to elegant little blocks with simple connecting faces.
There's no complicated computer code or programming or wiring or soldering. You just pick the parts up and you're making robots out of the box.
We use a single button contact to transfer power and data while the ground passes through the steel spheres. All the circuit boards in Moss double as planar wires, delivering power, ground, and data right where they're needed.
One of the coolest parts of Moss is the connection system with these little steel spheres. There are tiny magnets in the corners of each module, and by snapping them together you can create all sorts of joints. With one sphere you get a universal joint, with 2 you get a hinge, and with 3 or 4 a rigid connection. The properties of these little fiddly bits let you build some pretty cool kinematic constructions.
The neodymium rare earth magnets are overmolded directly into the plastic during the injection molding process, so they won't ever break out and cause a problem.
We've designed a huge pile of different modules so you can build robots that drive, wiggle, detect objects, grab them, and then react to the world around them. If you snap on the Bluetooth module, you can pair with your phone or computer and remote control or reprogram the modules in your robot.
I think one of the many things that makes Moss really fun to play with is the magnetic connection system. Magnets are magic. It's force acting at a distance. When you snap these parts together, the click, the feel, the magnets, it's really magical. And I could play with Moss for hours on end just playing with the parts.
I can't even look at the camera, I'm so excited. I've never seen anything like this. This blows me away. Just the amount of doors it opens up to just wild creativity. I love the tactile feedback. I love how it feels.
I've always been totally fascinated with this idea of software wrapped in plastic and the integration of hardware and software. And Moss is a great way for somebody to be able to explore hardware and software in a very accessible way with gazillions of different configurations.
This is super cool. I want one. Can you give me this one? I want it.
We're about to start Moss production here at Modular Robotics, and we've been working hard over the last few months to prepare assembly procedures for Moss, as well as preparing our facility to handle the new product. Like Cubelets, we will be doing all of our assembly at our robot shop in Boulder, Colorado, and that's very important to us, to be able to have that direct communication with the engineering team.
At launch, we'll be releasing some really cool mobile apps so you can control Moss with your smartphone or your tablet. Over time, we will add new apps that will really expand what you can do with Moss. Things like graphing data or creating your own drag and drop dashboards.
We've built apps that let you display and graph Moss sensor values, draw Etch-a-Sketch style.
Basically, you'll be able to customize your app for your construction.
We're launching with 3 different Moss core kits, small, medium, and large versions. These prototypes are black with some Easter eggy face colors simply because that's how test shots come out of the injection molding machines. We haven't decided on the final colors for the core kits, but they're definitely not going to be one of the blue and gray battle robot colors or some Roy G. Biv crap. But we're not stopping at just the core kits. We're also launching the first kit in the Artist series, the Shogun tank designed by Huck Gee, one of my favorite artists. It's custom printed, iPhone controllable, and is full of Huck's crazy Skull Kid style. And did I mention it shoots Nerf darts? Our specification calls for accuracy to hit a cat-sized target from 3 meters away. I'm totally amped to finally introduce you to Moss. By supporting our Kickstarter, you'll be the first to begin building thousands of tiny robots.